Eagles Wear Boxing. Y'all know what's up. Yeah, I'm right. I'm here. We don't know what you're thinking. What y'all thinking? Yeah, I'm up in here. Yeah, yeah. Eagles Wear Boxing's up in here. Yep. But I have to go. Pretty soon. Can't stay, but so far I'm here. So I got to go to work. But yeah, I just wanted to have this little quick discussion. But we'll talk about it in a little bit. We'll talk about it in a little bit. I just I'm just waiting for a salute or something. I'm self-conscious now. Lala D got me self-conscious. She said, "What you doing over there?" She said, "Sunday, what you doing? Talking to yourself?" I guess so. I mean, it can happen. I'm shrinking, y'all. I think I'm like 5'8" now. Something. I look like I'm shrinking, man. I don't know. I ain't trying to get that small. I know I got to dance. I got to get smaller. But I will just think it off. And it would just start disappearing. Just the thought process. Yep. The mind is very, very powerful thing. I wanted to revisit the Ryan Garcia, and it's not really revisiting. It's just that it's a lot of things that are very how do we call it, suspect. There's a lot of things that are suspect when it comes to this kid right now, and I just wanted to try to ask some questions. Maybe you guys know something that I don't know, because it's just way too many things just happening besides just him losing the fight. It's just too much. It's just too much is being said, because I just want somebody else's take, on what's going on with him. There's a lot of complaints about this kid for some reason, and I don't know. For one thing, hold on. Light source problem. There we go. We're good. I think one of the things that might be that might be the problem is it might be a little bit of envious of Derek Bennett said, "You got my damn 100 ready in the Eagle." even if I don't, bro, I got cards, man. I got cards, man. Plus I got half of it already in my app, man. I just put the other half. I got half of it in my Cash App already, brother. Derek come here with his bullshit. He come here too much. You got my damn 100. He like, what you got? What you got on my? What you got on my 100? You got it all. Or you just got some of my 100. I want to know how much of my 100 you got. That boy, he's something else. Yeah, not much looking. Nah, I can't even contact people. People got me so scared of everything, man. I'm scared, man. Even this whole girl situation got me scared now, though. Well, salute to brother Derek, man. Derek come in here with his bullshit. Uh, a lot. I mean, these. What it is these. I don't know, these females. They something else, man. Some girl just found my perfect match right now. I'm not necessarily perfect. Oh, she she hit me with the she's cute and all that. I'm like, yeah, all the cute girls is yeah, like cute girls ain't already taken. Ain't no getting there. Well, all the cute girls is taken. Even if they with somebody just for a little while, it's not gonna last that long. No cute girls out there just walking around single and else there. If they are, that makes me even. I'm more scared now. I'm more scared now. Want me to meet up and all that? I'm like, man, I'm good on girls, man. I don't mean, I really am. I'm good, man. I don't want no guy, but I don't really care. I really don't need a girl, man. I just take my attention, whatever attention I got. I just go back, just put my mindset to like when I was a little kid. You know what I mean? Is that you really don't need it. You don't need them. You know, just I don't know, man. It's just too long of a. It's a long, long subject. That's right, Derek. He said they crazy eagle. It's a long, long subject, and I could talk about it, for a long time. I could talk about it for days and days, and never get to the end about where we're headed, and stuff like that. Even the United States. How much of the United States property did they sell off on us, and we don't even know about it? Because I hear about stuff like that. It's like, oh man, it's like it's people talk about a rabbit hole. It's not a movie. You talking about rabbit holes and shit. They even let our language. The best language to use is when they say keep it real. That's the best language to use. That's the best thing to talk about is, keep it real. Just keep it real. What is it for real, for real? What is the real story? Tell us the real story. You already got us in a position where we can't do nothing. So just tell us the real story. All we're going to be able to do is cuss you out. And we're only going to cuss you out for... How long we going to cuss their ass out, Derek? I'll let Derek give us a timetable. And once they tell us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. That's why you don't even have to tell the truth in court anymore. You have to swear or affirm. They changed the language. It used to be you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. It used to be nothing but like nothing. All you can say is nothing but the truth. Now all you gotta do is make an affirmation. You just have to affirm it. Yeah, I affirm that shit. Yeah. Affirmative. I'm affirm that I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yeah. Just tell us the whole truth. Yeah, Derek's right. See, Derek, he mean. He's like, he's keeping it real. It's like if you tell us the complete truth, then of course we're gonna clown you and talk shit about you and snap on you. I mean, we're gonna stay on your neck for like ever. He's right about that. We probably are gonna stay on you forever. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, you either swear or affirm. Yeah. So we're gonna stay on you forever. You got that right. And I'm really frustrated and it hurts me every night. Every night, it has to. I was talking to this girl the other day. I asked her what nation she was from, and she said she was black. I said, black is not a nation. I said, you will not find a nation of black anywhere. If you look up black, you won't find no nation behind it. And if you look up black in older dictionaries and stuff like that, you're going to find out what it means. It's just like when you black out something. Just think about it. Black. Even when you black out something, that's not like the ninth definition. When you black something out, you just make it disappear. It's pale. It fades. It's nothing. And that's what black is, nothingness. They're not going to have a race called nothingness or whatever, or whatever, nation, you know. And so that hurts me every night because I know a lot of brown folk, they can't even claim a nation. It's like, don't call yourself black. Call yourself, hey, just tell them, hey, they call me black. My skin color is a shade of brown. And if I don't know, I know that and more than likely, I'm original man from this land. Original man didn't have like a nation. Yes, you want to call him. You can call him Terror Man. My nation is terror. I'm from the earth, so I'm Terror Man. That's it. Terror. Just like territory. Like I'm terror. I'm U.S. Terror Man right here. That's me. That sounds a lot stronger than black. What nation you from? I'm from the nation. Even if you say it wrong, it even sounds more powerful. Terror. I'm Terror Man. You want to see why they call me Terror? Salute to my brother out there, Sir Flame. Sir Flame said salute to Eagles Web. Salute to the chat, he said. And as always, he said, jab that like button on y'all neck. He said, don't get neck up in Eagles Web boxing. He got that fire up real good with that 100. And of course, we got that glove up there. In this case, we got to throw them pieces at you. Don't forget about them things. So next week also, I will probably be on the other stream. I will probably put up videos because I can't really live stream. So I don't know. I might put one up on Eagles Web. I might put one up on another one. So you guys know I have I got a big festival I got to get to. I'm either leaving Thursday or Friday early in the morning to try to get there so I can have so I can set up the camp. Matter of fact, let me see. I might even have a picture. If I have a picture of the camp, I'll put it up here. Derek said that's my tribe also. He said the black tribe. Yeah, but y'all can't be black, man. Y'all be something, man. Y'all just be terror. If you're terror, then you're part of my family. We're all family that way. I'm from the terror family. Terror nation. What's my nationality? Terror. What the hell's terror? I'm the nation of the people that came up out of this earth. Before we could have a moms and pops. Before you could have a moms and pops. Because if you're gonna keep going back to that whole evolution, that don't work, and a lot of people think it still does. They got one guy that he thinks he can prove that evolution worked. But I'll blow him out the water with the first question. Then, if evolution is the truth, then how come we don't see any animals whatsoever in between stages? There should be millions of animals that's in between the stage of one animal or one creature to the next. So make up some excuse about that shit. Make up something about that. Oh, you see what happened is, yeah, they all evolved at the same time and blah, blah, blah. Nah, get out of here with that. Nah. Evolution ain't going to just all of a sudden stop. Been waiting for man to evolve. All man's doing is, poisoning each other, though. Oh, I'm taking my 100 from him, Sir Flame. Yeah, on that fight with Stevenson versus Tank. See, what y'all not understanding, man, is Tank is still developing power and everything. He's getting better and better. He's still developing skills, still developing power. Y'all better put some respect on Tank's name, man. I'm tired of y'all, Derek. Y'all better put some respect on that young man's name, man. Y'all disrespecting him. Yeah, but we got to stop that whole, even with us, we separate like the see, but we appreciate our brownness and stuff, though. But we got people in there that separate, because we got a lot of the $5 in there and stuff like that, and they don't like to see you when you they don't like to see you when you're in your real skin. They don't like to see that a lot of times. And you can tell like some of them they just go crazy. Like I'll try to get some I'll try to get some photos and stuff. Especially I'm gonna try to take some personal photos this year because I usually don't get photos on my phone, but I'm gonna because I always have them to send me the photos. So what I'm gonna do is anytime when I run into one of them that's going crazy, that's like, all infatuated and shit, I'm gonna make sure that make sure I got the picture. I'm gonna make sure they're not gonna escape like that. I'm like, okay, I see you. Mm-hmm. I know what I'm doing. Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna put this one picture up. Yeah, yeah. So Derek is came in the chat already, Sir Flame. He came in there, hollering about if I got his damn money, if I got his damn 100. He said, do you got my damn 100 ready, Eagle? I'm like, if I don't, I'll have it. But he's just he's being charitable. He wants to give away money, which is fine. Derek wants to give away money. I'll take his 100. He talking about me and you. He gonna just take our money and go buy something. What you gonna get with our money, Derek? Derek said that's my okay. Derek says salute to Surf Flame. Yeah, Surf Flame. Derek talking about Surf Flame. If he figured out about the money, then anyone see Big George Foreman hitting heavy bag? Yeah, I was gonna talk about that too. Yeah, Big George is still, man. How is George still, looking like he looked and still powerful and all? Man, what's wrong with George on? George done took some kind of serum or something, man. Cause he eat hamburgers and all that, man. I ain't never even heard George talking about eating vegetables or eating nothing healthy. Man, he looking like that, man. It don't make no sense for Big George to be looking like that, man. I don't know. Big George is suspect in my eyes now. He's suspect because I don't know what he's doing, man. He out there hitting heavy bags and stuff. Yeah, Sir Flame said, I got tank. He said, I'm ready for it all. And plus he said how much, Derek. Derek ain't say nothing back. Yeah. And that's what I tell people too, man. Sir Flame said he's 74 hitting like that. I try to tell people, I said, George Foreman, he ain't no nice guy, man. And plus I said, George Foreman will still hurt somebody. That's why I try to tell people. I said, Big George will still hurt your ass. Said, do not, whatever you do, do not get it twisted, because George Foreman will still hurt you. Yeah, he's not a nice guy. Nah, George ain't nothing nice, man. He in there smiling still. Man, George will mess somebody up, man. George be like, yeah, hey, you got me messed up. Yeah. Yeah, George be one of the first ones talking about you got him messed up. Yeah, you got me messed up, son. Yeah. So, whatever y'all do, leave Big George alone. I'm gonna try to put up this picture if I can find it. Let's see. So yeah, there we go. I know this thing that took over the whole screen. Huh? Let me fix it. Let me fix it for y'all. Make it a little bit smaller, but y'all can see. So that's where this is like. That's the area right there. Right there. So, but it's a warrior tree. It's an oak tree. But I always say it's a warrior tree. If you see how it looks like the arms are out like that, that's actually a war dance that they do like that, with the arms out like that. So, and in order for you to do a war dance with your arms out, you got to have a lot of power. Not necessarily. I'm not talking about that your physicality but you just ready. If your arms are out and you doing the work, because we're not taught to put our arms out. We're taught to like protect ourselves. What you got? What you need, Derek? What you got on that? Huh? 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 What you got on that, man? What you need? So that's what we're taught. But when you got the right power behind you, you don't need that. Okay, so let's now. So here's a question, some questions, because I can't stay that long. But so the question is, it's a few questions about Ryan. But why is it that everybody has an expert opinion about the stoppage when it comes to Ryan Garcia? You got Roy Jones, which he made more sense than anybody I've listened to so far. You got probably Timothy Bradley. You got Sean Porter. Sean Porter said he was just, scared to get up or whatever. Roy Jones made the most sense, because I went back and I keep looking at the punch and the reaction. And what Roy Jones said is when he took the body shot, he said you can see his arm go back real fast, like real fast. And usually it makes sense to me, because usually when you get hurt, you have quick reactions. Anytime something happened to you like that you don't expect to happen, your reactions are real quick. Like if somebody was to come at you, you'll protect yourself real fast. You get hurt, you you cover it up real quick. Even if your girl messing around with you and punch you in the stomach, you go, oh shit, you be holding that stomach, you go, oh. Girl, ain't no hitting, because you be talking about, because the girl always talking about no hitting in the face, but they ain't got no problem slapping your arms and hitting, because they hit like that, they slap at you like that, and they be jabbing you all low, and you be trying to just tap them a little bit on, maybe on the leg or something, but they always got to cheat. They got to use slaps and punches. But so why everybody concentrating on Ryan so much? Why is everybody saying that he could have got up, he a coward, don't nobody want to F with him no more? Man, come on. I done seen fighters quit. I'm going to say something. Sean Porter, you're the worst person to tell somebody about, their character when it comes to this going ahead and fighting and stuff. Because you wasn't knocked out against Terrence Crawford. And you looking all over at your dad like, Dad, you going to stop it or what? Or you going to let me just get beat up? Or did you didn't come back fighting hard? So shut your ass up. You guys got so much hate in you. Just like when it comes to TMT, right? I don't mess with Floyd like that, but when people just pick on him, I don't particularly like it when you pick on him. It don't matter if he's fraudulent. It don't matter nothing about him. When he was in there, his skill set was on top of everybody else's skill set. So you can't take that away from him. All you guys can do is show highlights of him just getting hit hard. That's so weak and lame. Because he has knockouts and everything, especially when he's lighter weight. But all you guys can do is show him getting hit once or twice. Oh, Madonna hit him hard. Well, guess what? That must mean he must have a solid chin if he took a flush shot from Madonna, took a flush shot from Shane Mosley, took flush shots from Judah. He then took flush shots from fighters. And still whooped their ass. So what are you saying? Shane had a moment and lost every round but one. So that's not saying too much. Okay, so Sir Flame has got some excuses for him. He says, I honestly think if it was someone else, Ryan would have gotten up, but he had a rib injury before the fight. Okay, Derek had that phone call. But I'm just wondering why so many people is all in his bag like that, because they really messing with Ryan. Like everybody's going in on him. Why stop? And he could have kept going. And some people are like, yeah, those liver shots or something else. But you got people just going. And how long is the fight's been? It's almost 2 weeks now, right? And people still going on and on. It's like, shut up. Leave him alone. It's over with. It's over with. Let him fight somebody else. He gets to live to fight another day. He is a prize fighter. That's what he does. He got a big bag. We said, I'm going to go back and try to get me some more bags. I honestly think that, when I looked at him, I think he second-guessed himself. When you study it, it looks like, okay, Derek said, how much you want to lose, Sir Flame? But then he came right back with his hands up. Tell me he don't know. But when you look at it, for me, when I kept observing, I just concentrated on his look. Kind of looked like a deer with his deer in the headlights. I think what told on him is when he started to get up, and then he just like decided, no, I'm not gonna get up, and then the relief of that 10 count, and then he, so okay, I'm up. I think he was thinking about it, but Tank, if you look at Tank's lips, Tank did the woo stuff, like woo shit. You know how you do your lips? Tank did the pucker lips, like oh shit. His eyes got big. He's like, oh, you hurt now. I felt that shit. You hurt. And so he was like, he's thinking, I can't get up, but this body shot hurts so much. I'm not a leg person. I'm not really a runner. I can't really run. I might have to battle. I could take another one. And of course, Tank is going to hit you with another one. But Tank is also going to try to get that chin, because he predicted that he's going to touch the chin. So a second shot to the body, and if the vagus nerve didn't act the same way, and you were still getting your blood flow, now you just would have been in pain, and then you would have took an uppercut or something. As far as you being a fighter, a professional fighter, it was just a premature fight for a lot of people. In my estimation, I feel that maybe you should have just at least, if you could. I'm not saying you could, but it seemed like you might have been over to go. So I'm just sticking with other people. I know you was hurt, but I think you could have got up by 9, because you wasn't. The ref wouldn't even have to ask you any questions. But then that would have, even if the ref would have made you step one way and step another way, that gives you another, that gives you another 5 seconds of recovery time. And that's taking time up off the clock. You don't have good feet or foot movement, but you might have been able to get away. But we're going to see. But that's just my take on it. My take is that maybe you should have just tried. But only you know that. But I'm just saying for me, get your ass out there. I mean, take the knockout in front of us so we can see. I mean, we didn't get to see like what we need to see. We need to see you knocked out. I think a lot of people just wanted to see you knocked out because it's more satisfying. Like, oh, we got to see Tank get this KO. But the boxing community is savages. Sir Flame said that was a good one that Derek made. But Tank ain't losing to Shakur. Yeah, but he already done bet me 100, man. I'm telling you, he already bet me a C. He said he wants you too. He want all the smoke. He want the smoke from me and you. Derek Bay said, okay, I hope they fight. He said people who would never box before say that. Yeah, of course. Prograde said he was hurt. Even Paulie and he hate on everybody. Said it was a good shot. Oh, you can see. I mean, if you get touched to where, and think about this. This is what people say. When you analyze stuff, you got to really analyze. It's what people not understanding. When you look at the shot in slow motion, now think about how much weight Ryan has on him. He's a thin guy, right? For you to move that much meat on somebody that's thin in slow motion, for you to move that kind of meat on them, it had to be like a hard-ass shot. Because you just don't have, around your ribs, if you that small, you don't have that kind of meat. Even if you big, you don't have that kind of meat on your side like that. But that meat, you can see that meat. I'm just calling it meat. Dent, like the skin and stuff. You can see it roll and dent in. Yep, the fighters are never 100% when they fight. Yep, that's true. You can't be. And yes you're fighting and not training. Then you're 100%, but then you're 100% out of shape. If you're just running and you feel like, hey, my boxing skills is on point, and you just run and relax and get massages and stuff and rest for 3 days and make weight, then yeah, you probably be 100%. But I'm not saying you'll be 100% physically, but maybe your skill set won't be. You know what I mean? But they don't get that kind of rest. You got to make sure that week going into the fight, you got to make sure, okay, you're tapering off, and now your weight is manageable. Your weight is to where when you weigh in, all you got to do is lose like a few pounds, and you're good. Like, okay, I made weight, because you still want to be a little bit above weight right before the weigh-in. You don't want to be exactly on weight. So that little fast going into the weigh-in, and you're like, okay, I made weight. Boom. Then you go stuffing yourself. Well, you shouldn't. A fighter shouldn't put on them. If you put on more than 10, that's... Matter of fact, if you was 10 pounds overweight before you weighed in, you could actually weigh in. You could actually sweat that much off. But it's very dangerous. It can potentially hurt you real bad. You know what I mean? I did it one time, and like I said, I was I messed myself up real bad for doing that. Losing like 12 pounds in one day. Just all I did was I worked out all day in sauna all day long. But dum no liquids. And that's what I needed the most. That's what hurts you the most when you try to cut weight like at a rapid pace. That's the worst thing is the dehydration and stuff. Okay, so we established a little bit that a lot of people saying that he stopped for that one reason. But I'm telling you, what's happening with Ryan is they're making his star bigger than what it should be. Right? Because he just took a loss, but now all they're doing, now they're making it, they're blowing him up. A lot of other fighters are blowing him up. And they don't even understand that by just, talking about the subject. So his star power, y'all making him have better star power. Now, let's look at another side of it. Now, this side here, this is what I felt too. I felt that a lot of people was upset and mad at Ryan. A lot of them bet on Ryan. They lost money. That's one aspect. And here's another side. Another side is that some of them, like some of the fighters that retired, are jealous. And that's just facts right there. You can smell it. You can smell it all over their breath. You can smell it all over Tim Bradley's breath. And you know he was going for Ryan. A lot of people they don't like that. They don't like the fact that his star is shining brighter than theirs, and he hasn't accomplished as much. And one thing I don't like this, because Timothy Bradley, I think he was probably given a couple of wins. Sean Porter might have been given more than one win. And both of those are the two mouthpieces that's mouthing off the most. Right? You're the worst person to talk about somebody quitting if your ass in there quitting. Because even me, I'm not quitting, but I'm not getting into something to where I'm going to be quitting. I mean, if I get into it, I'm not going to quit. But I'm avoiding, getting into anything. But anyway, that's our camp right there. That tree right there, that's where we usually camp at, Derek. He says that's one of the, that guy there that's underneath the tree. If you can barely see him, he's underneath the tree playing the flute. But, yeah, Really, he's a really cool person. You know. Oh, Don. We call him Don. Yeah, Don's funny. I've been places with Don where he had to cuss people out. And that's what I told you guys. See, this whole thing, this whole narrative of who you are. You know, we get in trouble for who we are sometimes. Just if you just claim something, you get in trouble. You can't even claim to be nobody or do nothing or whatever. People just they get so mad at you for everything. They just always mad. People just always mad, always want to fight, always want to argue, always want to discuss something. But I think if Ryan, if his mind is back together, he'll be okay. But he needs some more boxing skills. I'm not saying if it's true that he's running his own camp, then it has nothing to do with trainers, though. What it has to do is what one thing you guys always bring up. You guys are always bringing up somebody's amateur career. So Ryan got over 300 fights as an amateur, right? So maybe he feels like, well, yeah, I can't really be taught nothing else. Because he still got that kind of amateurish type of style. He got amateurish type of style, but he'll throw body shots, but he throws good punches. Yeah. But old Sean talking about quitters and stuff, Sean can shut his ass up. You guys know I don't like Sean for that suspect personality of his. Anyway, salute to Gil out there. Gil said salute to everybody. He said everybody but Derek. Damn. What you did to Gil, Derek? He said everybody. He didn't use the regular everybody. He said everybody. He said everybody but you. But you gonna salute him back? Don't be letting Gil scare you like that. Derek all scared. Dude, I better say what's up to Gil. You said I didn't pass out. uh, yeah, I just like I said, when I go out, I keep an open mind, brother. So always keep an open mind out there. You know, it's just that Don, like what happened with him is somebody was mad, okay, because he's not native, right? So some so-called native girl, I'm not even really called, I don't, her mouthpiece makes her non-native. But she claims to be native, but, you know, she was supposed to be an elder or whatever. They were trying to make me bow down to the bitch. I was like, whatever. And so she calls him over. He's in a dance arena. You know, he's dancing, right? So she calls him over. She has somebody go get him and then calls him over there and tell him what is he doing out there. And she said he looks like a fag. I'm like, wow. So he cussed her out. Don's a veteran, man. That's a damn war veteran. So he cussed her ass out. You know, he cussed her out and walked off. You know, cussed her off and then went back to doing what he was doing. He came over and told us he was still heated though. He came back over and got mad. Okay, he said Derek. Derek is my competition this week in Champ Ross. Yeah, me and Derek was going there too. So you can have Derek though. Oh, I got him a couple of weeks in a row. I still haven't even got my things together now. Good thing you brought it up right now because I would have forgot, man. Because I've been stressing. I've been trying to get my contract for work. And I know I just checked. Hold on, let me check again, make sure. And I didn't have nothing. I'm like, where's my damn contract? Where my paperwork at? So I'm looking for my paperwork. I'll check it in a little bit because I gotta get out of here soon. So I'll check it there. No sweat. Because I can just call and find out. That's what I'm gonna do. Just call and find out what's up. What's up? But the whole Ryan thing, man, is they're just gonna make him into a superstar. And a lot of you guys, like you, older fighters and stuff like that, that just didn't take advantage of your opportunities, and you didn't make the money that you were supposed to. You didn't make that prize fighting money. That's your fault. That now you're just a commentator. Uh, you you could be pursuing law or doing something. You got enough money. You could be going to school. If you retired early enough, you can become, won't you become a champion in law, help out your people, or do something, man. Just commentating. Everybody want to be a commentator. All of you guys, nothing but commentators. Come on, y'all can do more than just commentate. Oh, I'm a commentator. Plus, you being a commentator, now you get a chance to hate on people. You get a chance to hate on people that you couldn't have been like, because of the way that your career path went. So stop it. So you guys are blowing them up, or you guys are complaining about them and talking bad about them. Of course, a lot of us, we seen in our eye, like, you know what, maybe I think you could have fought for a few more seconds. But let me ask you guys this simple question though. Derek Beatty, what would we have been saying? What would we have been saying? What would we have been saying if Ryan Garcia won another, 30 seconds with Tank? What would everybody been talking about? Think about it. If Ryan Garcia would have got up and went 30 more seconds with Tank, what would we be talking about? And just be honest, what would we be talking about if he would have actually got up and went back out there? Yeah. At least Ryan didn't say it was a low blow like Kovalev. Yeah. Rolling. You got get hit low. Nah. You got your ass. You got hit in the right spot. Acting like you got hit low. But what I'm asking is, what would we have said, or what would people have said? Probably me too. If he would have, because you know what? The reason I'm asking this question is because we always do the same damn thing. We always say that. We do it all the time. If he would have fought 30 more seconds, what would people would have said? What would people have said if he would have fought 30 more seconds? I got about two things going through my mind what they would have said. One involves the fighter, and of course one involves the ref. So what do you guys think that I'm thinking that would have been said if Ryan would have, fought 30 more seconds? What would have happened? What would everybody be talking about? Instead of talking about, no, I don't think he even landed nothing, blah, blah. No. You could hear the crowd when they showed that punch in slow motion. You can hear the crowd go, oh, like a lot of guys have, have gotten hit to the body before. You heard a lot of the crowd go, oh, because they know what happened. And then you got these people that act like, oh. They'd have been like, oh, I don't know what happened. How'd he get hurt? They would have said Tank didn't have to hurt him like that. Yeah, that would have been one thing. They would have said Tank didn't have to hurt him. They would have said, you could think of more, but anyway, yeah, Tank shouldn't hurt him. The ref should have stopped it, because chances are with that kind of pain, because I can know in my mind I'm envisioning another like hard ass body shot, but I'm looking at like a hard uppercut to where Ryan just don't know where he's at. Now he would have been suffering hurt, broke, bruised ribs. Probably, like Tank said, a cracked jaw, concussion. He would have probably had a concussion, cracked jaw, concussion, bruised ribs. He wouldn't have been the same, man. Because I don't know how I know how he gets up from punches, but I don't know how he, like, stays down from, like, the right punch. Even though that first punch is enough to put a lot of people to sleep, he did pop back up. But what if he takes one of those punches where you can't think no more? If he take a shot where you can't think, because there's different levels of knockout shots. You got knockout shots where their reflexes is still working. They're out and they're still throwing punches, but they're completely out. You got knockout punches where you can't see the brown part or the colored part of their eye anymore, because their eyes just like go to the top of the brain. You got knockout shots where they're just staring off into space. There's a lot of different types of knockout shots where you know a guy's like he's hurt, or they're just like this. You know, they just like remember Marvin Frazier? Marvin Frazier was just like Ken Norton used to do that. A few fighters used to do that, like with the hanging head, just like look like a little slobbering baby or something like that. But if that fight would have went another 30 seconds, everybody's conversation would be completely different. Everybody would be on Ryan's side. Oh, Tank didn't have to do him like that. Ref should have stopped it. Said, damn, man, he was too. Then he was too inexperienced to be in there fighting Tank. That's what you would have been hearing. Everybody would have been like more or less on his side. But because he didn't take a devastating knockout, everybody wants to jump on him. Oh man, you should have went back up in there. I know you could have fought at least a few more seconds or whatever. You could have, go out on your. They always use this word, go out on your shield. Come on. Sean Porter, you didn't go out on your shield. So I'm going to still talk shit about you, because your last fight, you didn't go out on your shield. And you was the main one talking about how you dive into somebody you'd have been throwing overhands, jumping up in the air, whatever. And then you just collapsed. Dad, stop the fight. Shut your ass up. Yeah. Derek Bay said, yeah. Derek Bay said, look at Tank's last opponent. He said, dude still can't see. I can't see. And he didn't get hit in the eye. And people ain't understanding too, though. But Tank is getting hit. He's hitting harder and harder, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, though. He said, yeah, he shouldn't have been in there with Mike. No, he shouldn't have been in there with Mike. No. He said his daddy didn't let him eagle. He said 100. Hey, let me ask you something. If you know what your I'll use the term that they use, your pedigree is, and you know that you know what your pedigree is, right? And so you got a son in boxing, and you know he about to fight like a killer like that. You know the guy's a killer. You said this dude was a damn killer. You like, my son about to fight this killer. And you know your son ain't really skilled up like that. You know he's not skilled up like that. What you gonna do? Well, my son got to dare to be great. Or you got to look at it like, oh, my son got enough money, we good. This put him on the contender list. My son was like a great contender. He wasn't necessarily championship tip material in these years. If we just think back on like Mike Tyson's career. Remember when he was just like a killer? That lasted like what, 4 or 5 years? Something like that. When he was most feared. A lot of good guys that fought him could have extended their careers by just not fighting him. They still had some good fighters. I think Green was a pretty good fighter. He was actually a good fighter. I think also that Tucker was a good fighter. If they wouldn't have fought Mike. Even Razor Ruddock, if he wouldn't have fought Mike, if he would have just hung in there and fought everybody and just, I ain't going to fight Mike yet, I'll wait a little while and then fight, and especially because Mike got in trouble, then fight when Mike got in trouble. Hey, you got a chance to get yourself a championship belt for a couple of years and then get out. Whatever. But around his time in the 80s, it was a lot of killers out there in the 80s. It was a lot. It was a lot of guys out there that really couldn't take shots, But there was guys out there, there was some killer guys out there. He said, right, but you couldn't tell Joe nothing. Yep. You're right. You couldn't tell Joe shit. Go on, son. You can get him. I think my style. Your son is not you. Your son is not you. Your son is not you. He ain't as big as you, and he ain't got that kind of heart. I was gonna bring that up because we talked about this before. There, we was matching up sons and fathers. So I'll just say a little bit. We'll talk about it later, but I'll bring up a little bit. So which fighters, like guys that fought like right after their dad fought, for the most part, most of them was garbage. You only got like maybe not even a handful of them that came out to be greater than their father, or just as good or greater than their father. Most of them came out to be like really boo-boo, to be honest. They really did come out to be trash. So it's kind of, when it's bloodline and you say that you're getting stronger and better and stuff, it's just, it kind of throws a wrench in there. It throws a wrench in you saying you're getting better and stronger, but no, you're taking more shit, supplements and all kinds of stuff. That's why I always tell people, I said, no, I said, I don't know how much my greatest feat of like lifting heavy weights is pretty heavy. But I said, no, I said, my grandfather, I know my grandfather would have just threw me around like a little rag. You know what I mean? No matter how strong I am, I said, no, those guys back there, they different. It was just hard, rough-ass, hard labor, you know, picking up whole trees and shit like that. I mean, carrying a whole tree by yourself. I mean, ain't nobody, and nobody's doing that kind of shit today. Ain't nobody carrying logs like that and all by themselves because somebody didn't show up. Because you got to remember, if somebody didn't show up for work, you had to do all the shit. And so if you was log carriers, you had to carry a whole log by yourself. It's harder, but God damn, man, I can't even think like that. I can't even think like that. But it's just, we'll explore that one. We'll explore that. You know, if I have a chance, I'm gonna try my best, man. I have to wait. Probably it can't be around festival time because I just won't have time to put all the stuff together. I won't have time to put the clips and stuff together. I'll be up all night. I'm already. Yeah. But George Benton was training them and bringing them along. Then Joe decided to take over. Nobody mentions Georgie Benton that much, Derek Bailey. They don't know that was the real success behind Parnell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Was Georgie Benton. Lou Dewey was just he was a good trainer, but he was just a hothead. Lou Dewey didn't take no he didn't take no shit. Even if that's how you need to be when you like him, man. You got to be like that. He didn't care about getting cracked. Like, you just got to crack me. He was crazy, man. Lou Dewey cracked me up, man. I think that would have was Roger Mayweather stuck him. Roger Mayweather puffed up his eye. Yeah. Marvin didn't grow up hard like his daddy. Yeah. Had money. Did he really want to be a boxer? Yeah, he just, see, a lot of times what happens with your children is your children, they look and see what you did, like, oh, I want to be like my daddy or whatever. That shit, if you can't grow out of that shit time you get, 12 or whatever, you can't grow out of it, then you're going to commit yourself to doing some shit that you can't do. You know what I mean? Every once in a while the son does better. Like in team sports, the son will probably shine and do better. For the most part. And yes, your dad was just a complete superstar. Like, I can't see like Dr. J's son playing basketball better than him. Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's son playing better and doing better than him. LeBron James' son playing better than him, or doing more than he's accomplished. Stuff like that, like team sports. Just like Emmitt Smith, if he has, I'm just saying if they have sons, I can't see him getting more yards than their dad. Barry Sanders, same thing. It's just certain things but a lot of team sports, the son will do better than the dad did because equipment advancements and stuff like that, they might do better, and also retirements came quicker back in the day. You had a couple of dinosaurs that would hang on, but the retirements came a little bit fast. They'd be like, "No, I'm out of here." Somebody would be out like quick, like as soon as you get hurt. I mean, you out. And mostly in football was like knee. Remember, you don't hear that much about knees anymore. But it used to be like everybody was out of football because of knee injury. Knee injury, oh, out. Knee injury, out. Knee injury, out. But now they've gotten better with the repairs, you know. Achilles heel, no, I mean Achilles tendon, wasn't no ever coming back from that. But now you got athletes that even come back from that. Even remember Kobe Bryant came back from Achilles. But yeah, so what's happening is people are throwing a wrench in their own argument about how much better stuff is now, how much better, you know, fighters and everybody athletes are. You throwing a monkey wrench in there. You're disrespecting your past. Because I don't ever think I could ever be better than nobody. You know what I mean? I think that they did, you know, to get me to where I'm at, I think it would have took some strong people. Because if I replaced myself with them, I probably would have been hung. I'm just saying, I probably would have been hung. With my mentality, I would have been hung. You had to be strong to get me to where I'm at, man. My ass would have been hung, man. Or I'd have been on that damn rope. I'd have been handcuffed around that tree all the damn time, taking them lashings and shit. And every time I got hit, I'd be madder and madder. Like this, I'm serious. I'd have been madder and madder. You know, now our skills might not have went up, and our physicality might not have went up, but our tempers have went up though. I think we take that because I think that shit is actually passed along. You know, and our ancestors suppressed it, but they just passing on to us. So we easier to anger. Like, oh shit, I'm easier to anger. You get that angry face. It's like, shit, I'm easier to anger than they were back then. I'm just saying on my side. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but you're right though. You're right though. The way he grew up, yeah. A lot of that's what happens. A lot of times you ain't growing up to be no fighter. Derek said you had the really successful fighters. Their son usually doesn't have the same hunger. Yeah, they don't. They just like they'll stay in the gym. Like I even hear a lot of these fighters talking about their son is already on the bag. They got like 2-year-olds that's already fighting and shit. I'm like, yeah, but that might pan out, and it might not. Especially shit. If you got, I'm telling you right now, if you have cracker chin, you probably gonna pass cracker chin on to your son. I don't care how good you are, but if you got cracker chin, I don't know if Khan has a son, but if he does, he should let him fight. Should let him fight, because I'm just quite sure that chin is probably thinner and thinner. Yeah, that's fact. George doesn't get enough credit. I never hear nobody talking about him. I've talked about him in here probably 3-4 times. I've talked about Georgie Benton, but no nobody talk about Georgie Benton like he was a non-factor. They'll talk about Angelo Dundee. Yeah. They'll talk about him. They'll talk about Lou Duva. And they'll talk about what was that? The one guy's he was a trainer, but is it Arthur McCanty? Arthur McCanty was a ref, right? But it was a guy that used to train fighters with him, and his biggest fighter was like a light heavyweight. That was his best fighter. I forget his name though. He said that one eye that went the other one way or another. Yeah, I forgot him. Now people they'll talk about Manny a lot of times. Talk about Manny. I remember even Joe's. I think James Toney had the female trainer for a while, right? So we talk about Manny. There's just a few people they talk about as far as like trainers. Cuss. Everybody talk about Cuss. Who did Cuss really have that was like great? I mean, he had Floyd, but Floyd didn't last like he wasn't that durable. He just wasn't that durable. And also, not just Georgie Benton too. Papa's Eddie Futz, Papa Eddie. Yeah, Papa Eddie was good. I don't even know. I think he played for a little bit, and that was it. Derek said, "Yeah, Roger put that right hand on Lou." I said that was the career ender back in the day. Hell yeah, that knee was a straight up career ender. Her and son was nothing like Tommy Up. Said only the hardcore channels talk about Georgie Benton. Yeah, but people just I don't know if I don't know if it's hate. I don't know what it is. Hate or just people just don't know. That's what it is. He had Torres also, the light heavyweight. Yeah, yeah. But a lot of these, like I said, these if you try to match up the father son, it's not gonna work out for you like you think it is. It just doesn't work out that way. It's just not. You know, it's not something we can add up like that. We'll talk about it more. You know, but hopefully we got a little bit out about this kid. But you guys, just stop. Just leave him alone. Let him do his thing. I would say hold on to your calls, your judgment calls, until we see if it happens again. We'll let Ryan fight. If Ryan does it again, if he just folds and shit, which I still don't it's still for me. I still don't really think it was a complete fold because yeah, he got stuck. Yeah, he got them paws put on him. And I'm quite sure anybody else would have took that shot would have been like folding up too. They would have been having their finger up to dismiss themselves from church. Let me get a moment. Anyway, I gotta go there. My shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. We'll get back at it. We'll do Friday, man. Hopefully, I gotta make sure I don't know what my schedule's like, but hopefully we'll be able to get it in. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all. Deuces. Just one question though: how Gail gonna come in here and not give me my thumbs up? Really? I'm gonna catch y'all.